discharge out of the Navy, I went back to Macomb, Mississippi. I hitchhiked home, walked up in the front yard. My mama come walking out and said, "Baby, glad to have you home. What you gonna do the rest of your life?" I said, "I'm gonna be a 4-H club agent." She said, "You can't be a 4-H club agent unless you get a degree in agriculture." So young people, that was my motivation. I wanted to grow up to be like Mr. Mack. And when they said, "You can't be like Mr. Mack unless you get a degree in agriculture," I said, "Well, I'll just have to get a degree in agriculture. Because I want to be like Mr. Mack. I want to influence young boys like he influenced me." Well, how am I going to go to college? I'll just play football. Work my way through college playing football. Now, I never saw a football till I got to college. East Fork Consolidated High School. I finished high school with 7 other folks. There's 8 of us in the senior class. You can imagine the physical facilities we would have had we played football. So I told my mama, I said, "Mama, I'm going to play." I weighed 214 pounds. I was 6 feet tall. So I put on one of them tight-fitting Navy t-shirts. And I sucked myself up where my physique could show. And I commenced to strutting across that campus. And they got to noticing me. Some of the students said, "Oh, sir, may we help you?" I said, "I'm looking for the football coach." They said, "Come with us." I went in his office and he jumped up and said, "Son, who are you?" "Oh, I'll give you a half scholarship just looking at you. But tell me quick, what position is it that you play?" I said, "I am the man." "Oh, what runs with the football? That's the position I play." Well, I went out for football 16 days, and the first college football game I ever saw, I played in it. I started that game at left tackle. It didn't take them long to find out I wasn't no running back. Hey, go ahead and giggle. It don't shame me I played tackle. How'd you like to see them run the off-tackle play without no tackle? They just have them ambulances lined up hauling them running backs to the hospital. My first big-time game was against Alabama in the Southeastern Conference. Well, my first big-time game was the first one I played in against Tennessee up at Knoxville. But the one I remember the most, we played Alabama my last year at Mississippi State, and they broke out a sophomore running back named Chio Daddy or Duo Duty, one of the two. Oh, that's the runningest fella I ever seen in my life. He'd stop and start and belly back and slither and double back, and he could run. One time he was gone for a touchdown, and he just turned around and run back through us just to humiliate us. I was playing left defensive tackle. You put your best lineman there. Well, back in them days, most of your football team run to the right. And they put your best lineman right there. Well, Butch Abinger, quarterback for Alabama, took the football and took one step and quick pitched to Chio Duty. Here he come around my side. I busted through, knocked a guard named Holnack down. Stomped him, got old Chio Duty around the waist. Oh, I knew I had him for a loss because on that Mississippi State side, I could hear them cowbells ringing. And just as I went to sling him to the ground, he slithered. Went straight up in the eye like you squeeze a watermelon seed. I fell to the ground on my belly. And Chio Didi come down in my back and just done a little dance all over the top of me. jumped off of me and commenced to running. I'm laying there on my belly, beating the ground with my fist, squalling. My teammate Doggo said, Jerry, get up and chase him. I said, lay still. He'll be back by here in a minute.